What's up, y'all? It's your boy NemoFaded, and we finna react to this another body cam video, man. Probably some crazy shit, man. Say teacher arrested after disturbing discovery. Let's see what the fuck this motherfucker got going. Is this the teacher right here?
February 12th, 2026 in New London, Wisconsin. Officers began investigating at an elementary school after a canine unit alerted on a vehicle belonging to a kindergarten teacher.
K9 on a kindergarten teacher car?
Okay.
What?
I'm trying. This is Ben.
What she got?
Ben says you're an excellent teacher.
Well, what made them go to your car?
You know, is it the one right in the corner here, this Buick? All right.
Damn, I missed.
Is there anything in the car?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of, bitch.
What do you mean not that you know? Like as far as stuff?
Not that I know of.
Would there be something in there that somebody else would have put in there?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to have you just stand with Ben over in the corner.
Yep.
You had a friend what?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So what you were saying, you had a friend that...
I mean, I have a friend that probably might use some things, but...
Like what?
In my car for a while.
Like what?
I don't know.
Oh. What would you assume?
Weed? I don't know.
All right, just hold on to those.
Now, that's what they smell. Y'all tripping over some weed?
Yeah.
She got to deal with them badass kids. They don't
And your
blame her
friend
for no
sits
weed.
in a particular area?
Usually in the front.
That's what I was thinking.
Like,
I was
you would
wondering if
know
one of
then
the
if
coworkers, one of her coworkers came in.
While the search continued, officers began to question the principal, who had been accused by some staff members of not taking earlier concerns seriously.
You know, just to be upfront with you, like you're not under arrest or anything like that. You do not have to talk with me. If there's any questions that I ask that you don't want to answer, if you do want to talk with me, you don't want to answer them, don't answer them. And if you want to get up and walk out of this door at any time talking to me, you can. So I just want you to know, like, you're not compelled to sit here and talk with me. So if you want to talk, essentially, you know, we just want to kind of get the story of what you knew with everything that happened. Good with that? Okay. So I guess you just want to, I guess from your point of view, kind of start in the beginning on how things kind of unfolded.
I was in an observation. I completed an observation, and then I came back into the office briefly, and I don't know if you know, I'm sure you know the names. Jane Murphy got my attention and wanted to share some information with me. So she shared with me that she felt that Lori was acting differently. She had noticed some bloody tissues in the garbage and had noticed that her purse was in the bathroom, open and visible, with some pill bottles, some prescription pill bottles.
Whoa,
So with that, that meeting with her concluded, and then I talked briefly with our school nurse just to get some perspective on possibilities, what that could be, and with the bloody nose, with the bloody tissues and stuff like that, you know, dry air, whatnot, sinus infection, those types of things. And then with regard to the prescription bottles, what that could be, what would entail with that. After that discussion with the school nurse, I arranged for coverage for Lori. So then we switched out that person with Lori, and I talked with Lori, expressed to her that, you know, there was some concern about her behavior and about bloody tissues and her purse being in the bathroom open with prescription bottles in view. And I asked her about, you know, what, explain the tissues. She said she had a sinus infection. She was currently taking medication for that. So then we talked about the prescriptions, because there was more than one bottle, to my understanding, at that point. She said that she has prescriptions for anxiety and the prescription for sinus infection. So she also alluded to some personal situations that were going on in her life, and a medical situation that she did not elaborate on and that I didn't feel was my business to know at that point. So based on that information, the existence of bloody tissues was explained for me. Her behavior was explained either through prescriptions or the personal situation or the medical situation for which she was waiting on tests for. So that meeting concluded. She went back to teaching because, again, I felt that those issues were explained. And subsequently, like a half hour or 45 minutes later, I went in and did an observation on her, which is documented in our frontline portal.
So what did you notice?
I didn't notice any nervousness. Jen Penn, our nurse, said, make sure that she's not drowsy given the medications. She didn't look drowsy. She looked alert. She followed all the protocols that I would expect in the classroom, and it was not any substantially different from any other observation that I've done with her over the last 12 years.
12 years. What's that? Shit, right.
Was that the only tip you got from your staff?
Another person who, in passing, Taryn, who said she had some concerns. I said, are they similar to what Jane had? And she said yes. But I didn't get any elaboration on that, to my recollection.
And was that the same day?
I believe so.
Okay. So that was January. So then, was there any other talks after that day with other staff that reported situations with her?
I talked to Jane and I let her know that, based on my meeting with Lori, there were some things going on in her life that probably explained her distractedness, her behavior at that point, and that, I didn't tell her about the medical issue. I said there are some things that I'm not at liberty to discuss with you based on that conversation with Lori. I don't recall if I touched base with Taryn or not.
Okay. So I had roughly, have you read the criminal complaint that's been out?
I read pieces of it. I didn't have access to the full document.
What time is it? 10 in the morning.
So there were a total of 3 tips that I seen. One was the day you're talking about where 2 people, and I actually don't know their names, 2 people said, kind of reported the behavior.
Oh wait, so this wasn't today?
The concern they had. One of them specifically said,
oh, so she been doing this.
And I don't know if you recall this or not, that they said that there was a white powder in there. Do you remember that being talked about?
Yeah, I read that in the report, that piece. I do not recall that information.
Okay. Did you ever go into the classroom and view anything that day after they told you that, as far as what was in the bathroom?
I walked in and did the observation. I looked in the bathroom. I didn't see anything out of ordinary. I told her, that's the other thing during that meeting, I told her to make sure her purse was closed and in a desk drawer or a file cabinet out of reach of children.
So after you have the talk with her, you get someone to cover, then you go in, you do the observation. When you go in to do the observation, you look in the bathroom and see nothing. It's all taken care of at that.
Any purse or, I didn't go into the bathroom,
Is it a bathroom you can view from standing in the classroom and see?
Yes, if the door is open.
Okay. Do you remember if you looked that day?
I glanced in there when I went in to do the observation. I didn't, as I said, I didn't see anything
Okay.
out of the ordinary. I was looking for mainly the purse to make sure that it was
taken care of,
and put away.
So you mentioned the frontline portal. That's where you put in there that you had an observation?
Yes.
Do you document any of these other conversations?
I didn't document any of that because it was a crazy day.
Okay.
I didn't have the time to do that.
Let me see, I'll probably get into the video, because, man, what the hell going on?
Do you remember what they described seeing when they seen the purse out, besides, you said the prescription bottles?
What Jane alluded to was the purse was open on the table, and she could see prescription bottles. So that was the information that I had.
Okay. And you don't remember anything about white powder being mentioned to you?
I do not.
Did they mention at all that they thought that she was under the influence of drugs or drug use?
I don't recall that being conveyed to me. They said she was acting differently.
Okay.
Oh.
Did they give details on what?
This might be looking a little different now. I feel like I'm awake now. I was over there getting tired. Like, what they over here talking about? It's getting louder. Oh, man.
That looked like her acting different.
What was those?
They mentioned she was forgetful, but in my experience with Lori, that's not uncommon. She'd forget her
10
keys
minutes to
different places.
That other officer probably rushing in there.
Misplacing stuff, if you talk with any staff member that knew her or knows her, that was not uncommon for her.
What is the history of Lori with you? How long has she worked there?
So I've known Lori for, this is the 13th year that I've known her, so not quite 13 years since I started at Lincoln. That's when I first met her, back when I started.
And she was there before you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
During this time frame of this being reported and everything else, did you ever personally notice any difference with her?
As far as
behavior, just like, when you're around someone for that many years, you pick up on, what a normal day looks like for them, kind of what their actions are, the way they...
I didn't see anything out of the norm.
So in the report on some of the criminal complaint, which is what I'm going to base a lot of my questions off of, some of the staff that reported it, or the RPs, said, which is reporting party, if you know what RP is when I reported it, said that they felt like they weren't taken seriously, that, their thoughts of what they told you were kind of being dismissed. One talked about...
so they feel like they
one
weren't
talked about you kind of looking at them with
a
blank, just like a dead stare, and not essentially them kind of making them feel uncomfortable over the reporting of it.
Leave them alone.
I don't recall that. The only thing I can say is that, again, there were many, many things going on that day besides this happening.
You probably is.
A number of behavior issues, unfilled positions, coverage. So
13 years.
My mind could have been other places, possibly. Not intentionally dismissed. I actually feel very bad that someone would say that. That I dismissed what they said. I obviously did take into heart what they said. I talked with Lori, and then I did an observation directly after that to confirm what I had seen in the meeting.
Do you have school? Is there school protocols essentially for these things or tips like this that come in?
To investigate if there's, any veracity to the allegations and to, make that judgment.
He just told you he observed shit when he heard it.
Even though nothing raised suspicion to me at that time, I probably should have let Scott know either way or Joe know either way about the meeting. But again, at that point, after meeting with Lori and observing, I didn't find the behavior that to the point where that would be that out of ordinary that would raise concern. And as for the tissues, that was, to me, explained by sinus infection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess the only thing that throws me off a little bit after just talking about this is we have one person stating they said to you that they see white powder in the bathroom, which would be a very significant thing. Said to you that they see white powder in the bathroom, which would be a very significant thing to be told, right?
Man.
And then you saying that you don't ever recall anybody ever saying that.
I honestly do not recall that. One mitigating factor is that my hearing aids were on the fritz during that time frame. They were being repaired, so it's possible that I didn't hear the full context of what they were saying, but I don't recall anything about a white powder. I recall the tissues, I recall the purse, I recall the prescription bottles, and my main concern was making sure that that purse and the prescription bottles were not left in the bathroom and in the reach of kids.
I'm streaming too. I don't want to fall asleep on stream.
All right, we're good here. I'm gonna just lock it back up. You got your keys?
Yeah, put it in
just lock it back up. You can keep your keys.
Any other teachers besides the people that came to you ever come to you after this happened and were like, oh, this and this, this all makes sense now, I seen this and this from her behavior? That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I had a couple staff members after
the fact,
the 12th, say that they never noticed anything different from Lori. They never would have suspected.
But no one came out and was like, I knew it, I should have said something, kind of like that conversation type. No. And what kind of, so she was the kindergarten teacher, right? And she just have a normal day is just has aides come in and out that assist her in normal day-to-day operations?
We have a designated kindergarten aide, which is Jane Murphy, and she floats between the two kindergarten classrooms all day.
Because there's two full-time kindergarten classrooms?
Correct.
Okay. And they're separate classes?
Yes.
Physically divided, and then her classroom had a bathroom in it?
Both kindergarten classrooms have a bathroom, yeah.
And they're accessible to students and staff inside of that? Okay. And the kindergartners wouldn't go out in the hallway and use a common bathroom? They would likely...
They do at times. They do
Excuse me. He asking that? She finna get fucked. He asking that because if the kids are able to get into the restroom through their restroom, or if the kids are able to get to the teacher's restroom through their restroom, they gonna put that charge on there because the kids could have got to that white powder
after recess and before lunch to wash hands and those times. The in-class bathroom is for those one-offs when kids ask to go to the bathroom during instruction.
Okay. And would staff use that bathroom to go use it, or does staff have a room, meeting room?
There's one staff bathroom
in the whole school. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
I do for her.
They getting louder.
Crushed.
Why you crushed? You hitting that?
Wish this.
You hitting that?
Wouldn't have.
Wish this wouldn't have happened.
I just hope Lori gets the help she needs and that we can regain some normalcy.
He sound like he hit it.
Right here.
ahead, buddy. Okay. Can we hang out? You want to hang out in here?
Sure.
That's up to you. What office is this?
After a small amount of white powder was found in the classroom bathroom, and a search of her car found contraband in her purse and coat pocket, she was taken back to the station for questioning.
All right, so the typical Miranda warning that we read
she
right
ain't
off
even
the
at the
sheet.
school
So
no more.
you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult with an attorney and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you want one. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time you wish. Do you understand what I just read to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you willing to talk to us, have a conversation with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Don't try to do all that fake crime.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have.
What's going on.
Man, you know
I
you're a little
do, but
crazy
I
all that sit there
I'll
and
tell
watch
you
all
some
these
things,
crime
but
shows
All
and
right.
shit.
I don't
You know
know
what's
any
going
of this
on.
stuff, obviously.
Oh, you don't have any type of criminal history, so you've never probably been put in this position, right?
Her brother's a murderer.
So there was, I don't know what Officer Eaming has all filled you in on. We had canines run, a canine that run through the parking lot of the school districts, including Lincoln. The canine ended up alerting on a couple different cars. One was including as yours. It's kind of kicked off the search and the conversation that resulted in.
I said a couple different cars. Hey, that black PE coach. I know you black, man. I know they on your car, man. Hey, watch out, bro. They trying to
What
get
was
you.
found in there? Are you gonna run out, or we got enough in there? If we run out, we'll find it. The end result, obviously, there was some found in the drug world, because that's all I do now for the last couple of years. We found that
That's why she done all that sniffling and moving.
pretty predominant
Yeah, she
drug.
on
Like
that coke.
everybody seems
She
like
on
a throw
that.
rock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She on that. She on that.
I can hit somebody that uses cocaine that's very easily accessible, but most people are like, they do the math over the cocaine because
Yes,
it
I
is
do. I
cheaper,
can tell you.
and most people just can't afford cocaine. And then also has like this perception of like, oh, you're a meth person, like you're using meth. That's you're almost classified into a different position or area, like Ted. People with are your typical prestigious people with jobs, people that do everything else, and they're using it as an alternative for maybe something else that they have going on. So, meaning like they're not sleeping, they have other things that are going on, and they just can't function on a daily basis. I'm going to guess that's probably why you're in the situation you're in. So you tell me.
I will tell you.
All right.
It's new for me. I have here and there since I had something happen in August. It was happening on and off, and I had to keep it a secret. In August, it got too much. I didn't tell my sister. I've been going to therapy for it, but I can't get over it, and I just needed to get my mind off of it. Honestly, I've done that. I mean, I said no, I tried it, but it doesn't work. It even works, so I don't even know what I'm doing.
So you're using as a supplement for whatever happened to you back in August.
That ain't gonna work. It's already in your system.
This is.
No, it happened it's happened several times in the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
My son-in-law has tried to do things to me when I'm at my daughter's in North Carolina in August. It was really bad. I was on the couch and I woke up and she's having her second baby in a couple weeks.
Yeah. How about anybody at the?
Forget about it. Nothing's working. Honestly, when I had these shoulder surgeries done, I couldn't forget about it. I had 6, 7 of them in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And nothing was to the point where what happened in August that happened.
You want to get some more Kleenex?
Nothing was even close. But I
Man, she went through the whole
honestly,
box.
it was better because you know what? I had surgery after surgery after surgery. So I'd get Vicodin or whatever. And I was like, oh, I don't have to think about it. But I have tried this. Obviously, I've used it sometimes. I don't even know if the person...
Don't snitch on your plug.
It obviously doesn't work. So I'm still in the same predicament. I'm still going to therapy and I can't seem to move past it.
Yeah. So your goal is try to use whatever you can use in order to
just made me forget about things. I don't even like it. I don't like drinking. I don't know. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a smoker. I'm not. I've done weed years ago. I hate it. Obviously, this isn't even working anyway. And you're right. I don't sleep. I have a sleeping pill. I don't sleep great, but that's been my whole adult life.
Look at me. I'm high as hell off weed.
So I wanted, like I said,
and I'm smoking.
I was probably looking for things to make me forget about it.
I ate before I started streaming.
Have you tried other things?
They have not been working.
Have you tried other things? You said Vicodin, but that was probably something prescribed for your medications. 7 shoulder surgeries in a period of like 3 years. So I was just on it a lot. And I'm like, oh, I didn't feel that bad then. And now, that's been a long time. Have I tried anything else? No. I mean, I don't like to drink. I don't smoke weed. Have I?
Would you like cocaine?
Years ago, yeah. No. I mean, I go to a therapist.
What about
at least
cocaine?
Twice
What
a
about hard
month.
drugs?
I've been doing that since like 4 years ago.
You shared everything with your therapist.
What about cocaine? What about hard drugs?
They know.
Yeah.
So at what point did you resort to in order to try or
there you go.
or experiment with it?
That's what we need to know.
How long is it?
I don't know, August.
Of this year or last year, 2025?
Yeah, and it hasn't been continuous.
Yeah.
At all.
I thought she said the past 2 or 3 years a little bit when they first got in there. Did I hear wrong? I don't know. I might have
I saw somebody else.
But no, I'm pretty sure I heard.
Friend. I don't know. More than like you said, I didn't realize.
You two, wait, hold on. You two, first of all, you too old and too deep into your career to just now be starting cocaine. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie.
A group of friends.
That's a lie.
Yeah, it's become pretty popular. It seems like.
But I don't even know why I'm doing it. I don't even know why. It's not even something that does anything for me. I don't get it.
I mean, do you feel you can stop at any point?
Yes,
No.
I have.
That's
I
what
just went on a cruise for 2 weeks. I obviously don't ever take it to North Carolina. I go there every month, every 2 months. I can't hear. Yeah, I don't even know why. There's no draw for me. I don't even get it.
She said she can't
The reason
hear,
I
but
asked
she
that is like
he said.
you obviously keep it with you by your side.
Oh my God.
So I wondered, I was curious whether
I
it's.
don't always do that.
Okay.
I don't always have it either. But anyway.
Do you ever throughout the day, at work, feel that you need to use it in order to continue?
No, absolutely not. No,
Okay.
I do not need that. I don't need that for work at all. No.
All right.
I don't.
Any reason why you would use it at work?
The only time I've really used it is when I'm sad, and it doesn't even help me.
Okay.
I don't need it for energy. I don't need it for, what did you say? I don't know. Sleeping? Yeah. I don't know. I'm sad all the time, but I can't get over it.
Yeah.
I've been on different mental health drugs, and it's been going on for a little bit since my divorce, but since the other things over the last few years as well.
And it was a friend you said that introed you.
You must didn't get everything or
point.
half in your marriage. That's why you like that.
Or you're like, here, try this.
Offered it. Yeah.
Okay. Bar scene?
No, I don't hang out at bars. I usually go to friends' houses and we hang out. I don't even drink anymore, so.
Gotcha.
I barely drink.
What you're drinking on.
Yeah, I don't know. Since my shoulder surgeries, I haven't drank.
Yeah. How much are you paying for this? I'm just curious.
You're not just curious. You're trying to get a
I don't know. I don't always do that either. I don't always pay. $200, and I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it's made in, weighed by. I don't know anything about that part.
Like you give them $200. They just say, here's.
Yeah, they give you
You
whatever,
don't ask
and you give
for
them 200.
can I get 6 grams or
No,
can I
know
get
what grams are.
a quarter of a pound or an ounce?
No, I don't even know what that means. I mean, I know It's weighed in grams. I've seen it on TV shows and I don't even know what that means.
You ever heard of a ball? Like, you gotta get a ball?
No.
When you,
a ball of what? A ball of...
Yeah.
No.
The fuck? I ain't never heard of that shit. I'm glad, nigga.
Is it typically like in a plastic bag, or do they give you in a container, or
a bag? Yeah, I've had it in a bag.
Like plastic bags.
Yeah. And that's what I've seen it at other people's houses, and
sure.
I've never seen it in anything else.
Other people's houses.
Sometimes you get it for free, or just shared through friends.
Yeah, I don't always have
like
it. Yeah, I don't always have it on my person, put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. When's the last time you bought?
Why are they blocking out cocaine?
A couple days ago. Last time I paid for it.
That was a couple $100.
Yep.
And you don't know how much you got.
No, I don't.
You don't carry a scale or
I don't
anything like that and say, I don't want to get ripped off for the amount of...
Because I don't obviously do it all the time, and I don't really want to know or even want to get involved in that. I don't know anything about the weighing.
What you mean you don't want to get involved in that? You doing it?
Sure. Like that, as far as what I get. And
it ain't like you just holding it for them.
I mean, obviously grams I've heard of.
What's the most you've ever bought?
That's it.
$200?
Yeah. Yes, that's the most.
So you get them
Was that somebody in New
time?
London or somebody outside of New London?
I wouldn't say they're. I think they're probably on.
Shut up.
I don't know if they're.
Shut up.
In New London or right outside of New London.
There you go. Act stupid. You're a teacher. Be
Is
smart.
this an association with the school district as well?
No.
No association at all, just a friend?
No. I mean, there are.
Okay.
It better not be that,
a couple of my, and I
mean, he
haven't
was just
hang
talking
around
to
him anymore. So, from some of my friends, I don't know. I'm not really sure if anybody in my school friend group. I'm not sure.
I thought you mentioned that you're not the only one. Is that something that you told Officer Ewing, or was it like you're not the only one that's involved, or that you knew maybe you knew somebody else?
Well, that's what I meant by the people that I've hung around with.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Whoa,
Gotcha,
so
but they're not.
Rarely even hang around with anymore. I don't even know why. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
When you bought a couple days ago, was that just to go and pick up and leave, or were you hanging out with friends at that time?
Maybe a little of both, I guess.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't sit around and sit at people's houses or do that or drink or anything. I don't do those things. Like have a party. I don't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
When is the last time you actually used the? Is that today? This morning?
Yeah, this morning. Eh?
Earlier this morning, like before school.
Look at it.
Before I went to school. Yep.
How does your day look? Is that typically like in the morning you wake up, you get ready, and then you use the...
Man, she did it in the parking lot, man. How much on the
bet? I don't have it
bet?
on a daily basis.
How much on the
like
bet?
I said, I just
She drove to the school and used it in the
cruise,
parking lot.
and I just cannot get over the depression crap. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I've tried everything for 4 years.
Fixed herself.
I'm not saying it didn't get better.
Okay, class.
And it doesn't go through phases. Yeah. Obviously, I know.
Hey, stop fucking up that
I just blow
table.
my own mind with this stuff because I don't know. I can't find something to help myself.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find out.
Even though I'm
teachers
doing
fucking
all
up
the
the
stuff
tables
that
in
I
the classroom and shit.
thought was the right thing, and then I do this, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm doing it. I really don't.
I mean, you're going through therapy. You're going
I've
through...
been sick. I have other health issues that's been going on. Not related to any of that stuff. Just women things that I have had to go in for recently.
Are you willing to have a conversation about where
she's still
coming
high
from?
off that shit.
I know you mentioned they're friends, but you don't
She
hang out
looking
with
like
them
Michael
anymore.
Jackson up there, boy.
I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, I mean,
know people who have
where
it.
you're buying it from.
And like I said, I haven't bought it, but I don't want to do that. I don't even know who's all involved. I really don't know what's all behind it.
Yeah. Who do you reach out to when you bought your $200 worth of?
No.
Who's your go-to? Like, all right, I gotta buy some or read up.
I don't want to tell anybody that. I don't want to get people in trouble. I feel like I'd get half the town of New London in trouble. I don't know. Or Clintonville, or Appleton.
I'd be interested in knowing like half the town of New London and Clintonville, and see who's
Appleton. I don't know.
Yeah.
Duh, nigga, you the feds.
I
You
feel
gotta
like
do
it's
that so you can
everywhere.
stop that shit.
Yeah, it is, and we see it everywhere. I think that's our goal is to try to eliminate these large suppliers from. And the person that you're getting from in New London,
I don't even know any large suppliers. I don't know.
Yeah, but listen, hear me out. The person that you're buying from is buying from somebody else who's buying from somebody else. Our goal is always to get to that next level where to try to really eliminate it from coming in, and even getting to you, because now you're in this position, right?
Yep.
So and we're more trying to help other people that or prevent them from being in the same position. It's like, all right, let's stop the supply from coming into New London, Appleton, Clintonville. I mean, we do work in Milwaukee. Actually, this morning they did a search warrant on a guy that is bringing large amounts of from Indiana. It's just coming from very large suppliers and across the state. My goal is not to just try to pick off and arrest people that are simple users. I'm trying to eliminate the bigger people. So it does always start.
I try to not even. I block so much. I apply to block all it out of my mind, and then nobody knows. So I try to pretend that I don't know how to. I try to pretend that I don't. Why am I using it? Why did I get it? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't look.
How much time we got left? 13 minutes. Hold on. Let me warm this food up real quick. Man, I'm gonna eat this. I'm going to sleep after this. Not bad. I'm back. Got me some warm food and a nice water. You feel me? Nice cold water.
At the big picture. I have never looked at the big picture. I'm always like, I don't know. Like
Does your boyfriend know that you're using?
No, absolutely not.
No. Okay.
No.
Boyfriend?
No.
Nobody.
He would never. No, he would.
Wait, he probably the one giving it to you.
Probably going to be over too now. I know. Absolutely not.
Okay. Anybody that knows you use other than the people that you buy it from?
No. Nobody.
No family members?
In my family, nobody.
Your sister?
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
Not that.
How did you, I think I probably asked this already, like, how did you even then start if nobody, no family?
It's not my family, it's friends, it's other people.
Yeah.
Come on,
my family, no. Nobody knows.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of go back to the school district portion of it. And you already mentioned there's nobody in the school district that knows or that you know as associated that uses as well, or there is?
Don't be a snitch.
I don't think so. I mean, nobody I know personally, no. I mean, Are there probably people? Probably.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't know. No.
Friends of yours that you're going
not my friends from school, no. And I don't,
okay.
I mean, those are my friends at school, are my Lincoln friends. I don't, hang out with any other
keeping
people
it solid?
from.
Because there's definitely some people that you know in that school doing it.
When's the last time that you had or found the need that you used actually at school?
I don't even know.
Like
maybe
the last
at the end
week?
of the day or at the.
She said the
maybe
other
at the end of the day or at
the other day. Man, today in the parking lot.
Beginning of the day, end of the day.
Yeah. And when you use at school, where do you go?
In the bathroom. I mean, I don't, again, it's not like I go to the bathroom every time and use.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
Do you find yourself needing it more while you're at school, or do you actually?
I don't even feel like I don't feel like I need it.
No.
I had no, I mean, I went on a cruise. I've gone to see my daughter in the last 2 months,
You
both
keep bringing up
times.
this cruise.
I didn't even notice. I don't even get it.
That you like
I
the
don't
high,
get
isn't
it.
there?
I don't get that. There's no,
Yeah, let
I
them
don't have
do
a
some
withdrawal. I don't even
investigation and
understand
see.
it. I don't even know.
Bro, I'm saying that
I
you
don't
on
know
that
why
cruise.
I don't understand. Yeah,
You
I
going
do
down.
not feel the need to use it, and I don't know why I was using it. And I've never felt like a withdrawal symptom when I haven't,
Drug trafficking
and that's been plenty of
overseas.
times that I haven't, and I've never felt like, oh, I need it. But for some reason, that's all I can tell you.
Does you said the bathroom? You're talking like the bathroom in the kindergarten classroom?
I have, I don't know, maybe I have used that once in a while.
Right.
Nobody, well.
Otherwise, what
obviously,
other bathroom are you?
There's one other bathroom in the lounge.
That's the one
Yeah.
you typically would go to?
I have, like I said, it's not like I go there every day and do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You keep on.
It doesn't even matter anymore anyway, but yeah, I would
Yeah.
never.
You already admitting
And you're
that
right.
you
And
did
you
it,
know,
so
I don't
stop
even
trying to
think
say
I would
that you
never
don't
put
do it
my
every day.
kindergarten kids in danger of anything.
You already
And
did.
I don't even feel like it changes me.
You're doing it in the same
I'm sure my
restaurant they
principal and
use.
everybody can tell you my anxiety has been terrible over the last
And then I tell
3
y'all
years.
that's what they.
That's also
try to
something I've been dealing with just
put on
because
her.
of life changes and other things. But
Sure.
My God,
I mean, I don't even know if it affects me.
this shit's so good, but
People
I get
think I'm
this shit
scatterbrained for the
almost
last
every
3
day,
years.
bro. I ain't
People
gonna
think
lie.
I don't remember things. That's true. I don't, because of other trauma that this
My
is not
bad,
even
get this shit loud in the mic.
because of that. It's other things that
Right.
have happened to me from the time I was little that unfortunately
So
I
good.
plugged away until I saw this therapist, and now it's just all in my face and I can't seem to get it out of here.
Going back to
Would you find demons, man?
using the bathroom in your room there, where exactly would you be?
Wait, what the fuck was that
back
sound?
to using the bathroom in your room there, where exactly would you be snorting it at?
I have in the past did it in that corner, like the very corner of the kids' bathroom, the little one. I've never left anything or not cleaned up anything. I've never had it anywhere.
Okay.
And,
what the fuck?
yeah, in the lounge, I did it once in there.
Like he's doing right
There's a
on the
table.
toilet bowl or something?
No.
Oh, okay. I think that's what he's getting at.
On that counter?
The far corner of that counter, yeah. Where they used to change kids
Okay. So
there.
as
They don't
soon
anymore.
as you come in, right to the right there.
In the bathroom.
As soon as you.
Yeah. Where they used to change kids
Okay. So
there.
as
They don't
soon
anymore.
as you come in, right to the right there.
In the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They used to change the kids. Nah, man.
So you talked about doing it before school, sometimes at the end of the day, anytime throughout
This
the
shit
day when
wicked,
kids are
man.
not in class and there are specials where you've gone into the bathroom and
I might have. I don't do it every day or on a regular basis. Yeah.
Okay.
Towards the end of the day, I might have. And again,
I'm
I
finna
know
have one of my
obviously
cousins
too late. I don't even know why.
be a teacher
I
for
really
my
don't.
son all these years of
don't even know the
school.
draw or
Hell no,
why.
'cause I don't trust y'all teachers.
Well, I think you got some.
I don't get it.
You got some demons, you know, that you're trying to struggle
So does
with.
everybody else, so I
Yeah.
don't get my problem with it.
Well,
I mean, everybody-
that's true too.
They're demons.
You know, that's very true. Everybody
My
has
Twitch.
their own demons, and mine including. But everybody just deals with it differently, and
I wonder.
this is the
This has
situation
not
you're
been
in.
good for me for a long time.
Yeah.
Everybody would say I've changed a lot in the last couple of years. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What do you think should happen to you?
I'm
Lock
sure
her
I'll
up.
probably get fired. I don't know.
Yeah, fired in, you going to jail.
I don't know what happens. I have no idea. I don't
You fired and you going
know
to
enough
jail.
about any of this to know what.
Please
it's
mention
about.
that part so I can know that that's in your
I'm
head.
sure I'll get fired. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get. I don't know.
Say it,
A court,
please.
What happens? I don't know. I
You
have
go
no
to
idea.
jail.
You'll have to tell me what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You go to
Possession
jail.
is a misdemeanor. It's not a felony. Most people think of as a felon. Misdemeanor is a felony. is a misdemeanor. In your meth is a drug. So like we were talking earlier when I asked you whether you used or tried or it's just a different drug. Yeah. But you know, there's different classifications as far as from a legal standpoint, as far as a criminal status. So a misdemeanor is because you don't have any type of history at all, right? Nothing. I never looked you up, but do you have any criminal history, violent or drugs or anything? What happens typically is you'll have a court date, see a judge, and you'll go through that process of the judge will decipher, you know, what's fair, along with the district attorney's office. Most people in your case will go through like a program or something in lieu of like jail time, you know, just because of the fact that you have zero history, zero criminal history, but we can't decipher what exactly is going to happen, but
I don't know. Sometimes I don't even. I mean, I think the sad thing is sometimes I don't even care. I mean, it's so stupid. I haven't been myself for so many years. I was like the best mom, the best. Because I'm gonna get mad. And I just after my divorce,
I'm gonna get real mad if she don't go to jail.
That my marriage was terrible. Everything fell apart, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Yeah. I feel guilty about my that I didn't stay together for my kids, and it just never ends. And I've been through this with so many people and so many things that I just cannot
sick, woman.
Stop my brain.
What would God think about you? What would your children
I'll be honest
think
with
about
you, Lori,
you?
I think you have to have a conversation with some of your kids about what's going on, and you don't have to talk about anything that happened out of state. But you're going through a lot, and you can't do this all by yourself.
I will tell my sister. I can't tell.
You should think about yourself.
I will tell my sister.
Look yourself in the mirror.
But I think
and
it's
think about
important
yourself,
for you to fill your kids in a little bit. All right.
They know about my mental health. They know what they
tell them about the cocaine.
They know, and it's already embarrassing enough that I've had to look weak instead of like the strong one.
Why do you think you always have to be strong? You don't always have to be strong.
Because I have been the one that's been there for them for the years, and my stepdaughters too. And
but they're adults.
Just don't have anything left to give anybody. I just feel like I just don't even enjoy one thing anymore with anybody hardly, except my grandkids. But I'm like,
I think you're a tough person.
Just don't.
I think you're a tough person. You just have to accept the fact that everybody's going through something, and you're not looked down upon because you're going through more than what other people are.
I feel I am. I
know you feel that way,
but I'm a terrible person in general. Like I wrecked everybody's lives by getting divorced, or my kids' lives, or But I mean, I couldn't do that anymore. That I couldn't be in that.
No,
okay, I just shut up. This is what I do. Blab on and on and on.
No, you're good. I wanted to be clear with you. Like you got to stop blaming yourself for a lot of things that are out of your control, right?
And honestly, I don't know. Sometimes I don't even care. Like I just don't care. Like I had a cancer scare, which runs in my family. I still have another thing going on, and I'm like,
she's just babbling. Let me see what they say. What she get?
You understand my standpoint of
possession of.
Yeah, I get it.
Because if she don't go to jail,
ultimately the teacher was charged with 1 count of possession of, with a modifier for possessing a controlled substance on or near certain places. The case raised concerns from parents about how the school handled the situation. According to reporting, the principal had been made aware of a possible policy violation weeks earlier, but the district said the initial review could not confirm a violation. After police became involved on February 12th, the district said she was placed on administrative leave, and additional supervision and support were provided to the affected classroom. Court records show she initially pleaded not guilty, but later entered a no-contest plea to the possession charge. The court accepted the plea, but withheld a finding of guilt, and placed the case into a 12-month deferred agreement. The specific terms of that agreement were outlined in court, but were not listed in the public docket.
No jail time.
In general, deferred agreements allow a case to be dismissed or resolved without a conviction if the defendant successfully completes the required terms, while a violation can allow the court to proceed on the plea. A review hearing was scheduled for April 27th, 2027. As of the available records, the case remains open, and no criminal charges were shown against the principal or school administrators in connection with how the situation was handled.
The story of two arrogant guys who think they can fight cops.
Are you a cop?
Yeah.
This guy, he's got my f***ing tone. He's
Stop right there. Stop right there.
He's
back up.
me.
Fine, back up. You don't need to come up on me like that. Step back. What's going on?
He f***ing slammed me. He's not giving me my phone.
All right, step back. Who are you? I don't know.